Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here, and welcome back to another video. So we're going to have some fights against boss Grodd here to start off with. This is one of the worst tier 1 bosses, though there's definitely an argument to be made for Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I think it's more like a personal preference, considering who you hate more, but I personally hate this dude far more, because dude's got fortified, so he's got max of defense, dude's got clones that get summoned, and dude's got a super shield. And also the clones are going to have the exact same problem as most summons done by DI have in this game, the fact that they have a huge frame advantage and they're going to attack far faster than the normal characters would. And Grodd is a character that attacks fast anyway, so you're going to get some pretty crazy results here. So first up, we're going to use Venom plus Deathstroke in this one. And you might wonder, what do I have in order to allow Deathstroke to do percentage hell damage? Well, now that I think about it, nothing really. It's something I didn't really give much thought when going into the fight, but now that we're already in it, kind of the only way to make him not use Super Shield is to power steal with Venom Laughs, and that's not going to be a feasible option. And the clones, bro, the clones. This is Heroic 6, not even Heroic 7, so it can get worse than this. The clones just take ages to die. Okay, so we get Grodd in here back. Venom Laughs kind of did all his thing, I think. Though we're going to get back into final form. Yeah, there was some percentage left, so I'm glad we can get that out of the way. Back off again. Re-engage the combo. And yeah, I think we're done here. And the clone gets tagged in. Blocked just as it gets tagged in. Re-engage the combo there, trying to deal some damage. Deathstroke in there. For third special. Yeah, that was thankfully enough damage to kill a clone. And I get, for some reason, staggered after my third special, and I couldn't even block when he tagged in. He blocked that. That's not terrible, actually. This is a window, kind of the only window we have with Deathstroke when he uses his specials. That's when we can squeeze a second special in there. I don't have Nora Snow Globe for this fight, because I knew for a fact there would be no way I would be able to do anything with it in this one. Look at this clone. Look at it. Deathstroke Kid again lost his shit and started using the sword again when blocking. That doesn't happen too often, but if for some reason it happens in fights where I'm very pissed off. Okay, we did a third special on a decent combo on the clone, not enough to kill it. Gotta do it again. We have Beta Club on Deathstroke, but that's just for the passive stats. As you might have seen, the dot damage that we do is absolute garbage. Okay, wait for that. I did not block for long enough there, so my bad, but still a window to do that SP2 there. And yeah, we did all we could. Like, look, we did all we could here. And the damage was fine, definitely. Now we're going to use the Batman Ninja team, so I'm just not gonna use specials with him. If he's got a shield and we can't bypass it, just don't use specials. It's as simple as that. We have Beta Club on Batman Ninja team. Obviously not using specials will decrease slightly my Beta Club damage, but we will be fine. And the great thing about this is that if by any chance, though it doesn't happen too often, if we leave on a good dot value and he gets tagged out, you'll take a decent chunk of damage even after being tagged out of the game. And I don't know how we get that 14 mil over there. But I'm never gonna get it, most likely. But yeah, re-engage the combo here. Combo interrupt again, try to push him to a corner. The clone, yet again, with its wonderful AI, messes with me. He backs off into ranged attacks, into blocking, into special 1. Combo interrupt him. Combo interrupt him. Like, honestly, if I was to fail the combo interruption, if there were to be like 30 seconds of unplayable fights, I wouldn't be mad, because it would be my mistake. But so far, most of the things that went wrong here were things that I could not control, like the clones getting tagged in. Third special being used for free there, which I don't mind in that particular scenario, because it tags out the clone, gives me some lethal attack chance for when the main chunky boy gets tagged in. The Beta Club simply doesn't feel like doing good dots anymore. And our clone is in there. Third special will dispatch that clone. Combo interrupt again. Combo interrupt again. Boy, I did this on 2x speed, because usually the Batman Ninja fights are quite uneventful, but this one was quite eventful. Maybe you should have left that at 1x speed, but it's fine. I mean, it's not necessarily fine, but it's too late for that. I'm not going back and re-editing that. But yeah, here we have the League of Anarchy team. We have less of Joker with I think Beta Club. I just wanted to have all the possible passive stats for this one. I have Beta Club at level 8 on less of Joker, level 5 Kryptonite Spear on EPI, and level 8 Kryptonite Ring on Bane. We're going to eventually let Bane die. I didn't feel like I should use Nora Snow Globe here for Bane, because we're going to get targets dying anyway in the matter of the clones that he summons, and at the same time, I would lose on a lot of passive stats. And look, yet again, I don't feel like in this fight particularly, the Beta Club did a lot of damage, or our performance is owed to the Beta Club, but it does some damage, okay? Like, let's say 10 seconds of Beta Club do the equivalent of one of our basic attack hits. Is it great? No. Is it better without it? Not really. Because yet again we would lose out on passive stats. Like the best in slot artifact for this fight would have been obviously yet again Dark Metal cards. But again, losing passive stats, I don't really feel like doing that in this fight. Okay, we got hit there a bit. That's fine. Also, I believe that I would get far higher values from the Beta Club dot damage because of all the passive buffs I will receive from all the gorillas dying. Also, I'm keeping Bane for tanking the super move of the enemy Grodd. If you're wondering why, EPI can do it, less of Joker can do it. Just leave me alone. I got some bad flashbacks with Joker dying to Grodd's super move or EPI dying to Grodd's super move. I just don't want to deal with that anymore, so that's why we're keeping my boy Bane alive there. Okay, he's got super move available. And I didn't tag Bane. Well, that's rough, and Joker took almost no damage, so yeah. Yeah, sucks in that regard. And at this point, it's not even worth trying to get him killed. We're gonna be fine. Like, a big up for Joker than the obvious passive stacks that he gets from the gorillas that die here is going to be the fact that he's able to stun targets that tag in. So a lot of times you'll stun the gorillas and Grodd himself when they tag in, and that's going to be very convenient in terms of not losing your combo flow. And this was just enough to one-shot it. Was it executed perfectly? Nah, bro. Nah, but it was enough. And the rewards are, as usual, absolute garbage. We're going to speed up the process here because, yet again, this is a pretty self-explanatory and repetitive fight, but we're going to have here Raven plus Black Manta. We have on Raven, maybe I should have put the Beta Club on Raven, like that would have done some additional damage. But yeah, we have Black Manta with Dark Metal cards at level 6, 500% crit damage. We have Flash with the Beta Club equipped and Raven with the Kryptonite Spear equipped, and I was like, okay, Raven's gonna heal a bit because of the Kryptonite Spear, but honestly I should have just chucked the Beta Club in there on Raven. Like, shouldn't have done too much damage, don't get me wrong, shouldn't have done too much damage without the Brainiac in there, but still, she might have done 1 mil per second from that alone, and that would have added a bit to our damage. It's a little bit of a mistake in that regard. This team, generally speaking, is an amazing team. My Black Manta Raven team is not really the best because both Manta and Raven are at 5 stars, so they are yet to reach their full potential. And I think I played this perfectly for the most part. I don't recall failing any combo interruptions at any point. I tagged him properly in regards to making full use of Raven's Darkness. It's just simply just as far as I can currently push my Black Manta Raven team, considering their star ratings and considering the artifacts equipped. Also, there would have been an option to go Manta with the Beta Club on. Not sure how it would have went, and really not sure if we would have gotten more damage than we got here, because still, even though we failed to one-shot, it's going to be a very decent chunk of damage we did here. 1.3 million. So yeah, we have over here Kimflan Sakuman against Swamp Thing. For this one, we have the Joker's Batarangs on Kimflan Sakuman. I wanted to see, yet again, how far we can push that, though. For Kimflan Sakuman specifically, I mean, it goes well enough, but not amazingly. Like, I a lot of times compare the Joker's Batarangs with the Beta Club, and I think they might be Beta Club level to some extent on some certain teams, especially the Batman Ninja team, and in that regard it kind of stays true to Kimflan Sakuman's situation, where he's not, unless you put a Raven in there, like, unless you put a Raven in there, he's not the best with Beta Club, but at the same time it's kind of worth equipping it. It does well enough, that's reasonably enough. The Classic on Roman is going to be only 4 stars, sadly, but still allowing us to have some crit damage in there. We have the 4 fast seconds, which are definitely going to help in terms of building combo. And yeah, the only reason I use the Joker as Betrings here actually is because I couldn't use Beta Club because this guy is immune to dots. So I did remember this time. And obviously the Beta Club will do better for me because the Beta Club is level 8. The Joker as Betrings that I have are only level 4. But I might upgrade them. Like I've been thinking, is it really that worth upgrading Dark Metal cards? Because, I mean, the only reason I see for upgrading Dark Metal cards at such a high level is going to be to have a higher chance to negate crit immunity. But other than those scenarios, since it allows you to bypass and also for passive stats for Dark Knight Soul Rates. But yeah, other than that, it allows you to bypass the crit damage, not only by the crit damage that is on the artifact, so you just can put it on the gears. So in Soul Rates that are outside of Dark Knight Soul Rates, kind of the only benefit you get out of the higher level Dark Knight cards, granted you're not fighting crit immunity fights, is going to be the fact that you can remove some of the crits you put on gears and get more attack on them, which is kind of irrelevant. So yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comments about the Dark Metal cards. Like, look, if you didn't spend money, if you didn't get lucky and get yourself a Joker as Bettering, then those concerns are none of your concerns. You're not living you're living in another life at that point, so you don't need to worry about it. Just go with Dark Metal cards. Dark Metal cards is an amazing artifact and you'd rather have it upgraded than not. But if you have options like the Joker as Veterans, it also Hand of Zatanna to an extent, though I hate that artifact. I hate the way it functions. So let me know in the comments if you think I should keep upgrading my Dark Metal cards or switch to the Joker as Veterans, because I'm quite conflicted on that. And the Joker as Veterans will get seems to get far more out of getting leveled up than the Dark Metal cards. But yeah, that was as far as the Swamp Thing fight went. I mean, it went well enough, a little bit underwhelming damage, but at the same time I don't know why I was expecting that higher of an amount of damage. For past stats, yet again, we had the level 8 Beta Club and the level 4 level 5 Kryptonite Spear. So here we have boss Catwoman. It's going to be one of the chill Catwomans. We have the Catwoman in I don't really know which one. I think Advent of Chaos is the Catwoman that has Chaos Hagen, and that Catwoman is a treat to fight, if I might put it that way. But this one is going to be pretty chill. Like, she has the usual annoying enough Catwoman AI to the point where you can't really combo interrupt it, or I'm too dumb personally to combo interrupt it. Either one of the two. But other than that, it's going to be fine. Bedlam Flaps getting all his percentage hell damage out of it. And we're going to go with Super Move to get back in the final form and see if there's anything left for us. And there was indeed, but it was like one hit. And here I'm just vibe checking a second time to see, yeah, there we go, it's all good. Deathstroke in there, start doing your thing. Back off a bit. Re-engage the combo. Another second special. Yet again, to avoid unusual gameplay with Deathstroke, I'm trying to kind of keep it at, let's say, 6 specials for the main Deathstroke, 5 for the first clone, 4 for the last clone, though that's very optimistic in the first place. We're most likely not going to get to those values. He blocked that, re-engage the combo, another second special in there. And here I'm going to try and let her get me killed. She's gonna take her time. She's gonna take her time with that a bit. It's not that bad. We've had far worse fights where the enemies took literally 1 minute to kill us, but it's not going to be the greatest thing. Glad we saw that dot damage, because I did not remove any gears from Deathstroke and we still have that maxed out defense. Okay, come on, do the dot damage thing. There we go, good girl. There we go, first clone in there. First special too. Need to be careful because, yet again, since she's that combo interruptible, we can't just spin her in the corner and keep spamming the SP2. Okay, jump attack in our window there. This clone is going to die, but that's fine because getting the second clone summoned and at the same time getting all of its juice out of the way wouldn't be an option anyway. So this clone will not have enough time to finish the percentage shell damage, so having that one die earlier, it's really no problem. This one will make the best out of the time that's left. Our SP2 because she did a jump attack. Gonna back off a bit, and our SP2 because yet again she did a jump attack and she's vulnerable. We can get one more. I don't think we can get two more. Come on, be careful with it. There we go. And yeah, we simply didn't have enough energy in time to get another one. I don't think that last one registered after the fight was over. So yeah, this was actually good. This end went well. So here we have Mr. Freeze plus Brainiac. Again, beta club of Mr. Freeze. We have Brainiac with sword. Actually, not sword. Kryptonite Spear. And Vixen with the level 9 Kryptonite Ring. Vixen is not gonna do much here because yet again she gives only base attack, which is kind of nothing in Soul Raids. I think the increase of the class advantage and class disadvantage is actually going to be a little bit better in Soul Raids than the attack passive that it's going to give. So yeah, we're going to just make sure that we cycle between the freezing and the SP1 of Brainiac, because the SP1 of the Brainiac is great because it can break the freeze and start freeze again during the same animation. We're going to struggle a little bit at the start with the power cast of our abilities. I think I could have actually given them a Power Girl. That wouldn't have been too bad of an idea, considering that, as I said, Vixen doesn't do much and Power Girl was available. This was the last thing of the fight that we were going to use. And yeah, just 3-star Mr. Freeze, keep that in mind. As I said, it gets far better with the star ratings. I'm going to eventually get more chests for Mr. Freeze and get him to a higher point. But right now he's not even going to be comparable to a higher star rating Mr. Freeze. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to speed up the fight soon enough, because we're kind of reaching that milestone where we just endlessly cycle this with absolutely no variation. So a little bit in advance, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know down below what boss you're on currently in Rise of Krypton and how you're handling it. And yeah, subscribe for more content like this. I post just mobile videos every day. And goodbye.
This is the future.